What's up, everybody? I'm Jonathan Sewell Sales at Mitchell Mazda on the Boulevard in Enterprise, Alabama. And we're here for another Mazda News update. And what we have to update you today is the phenomenal, all things considered, phenomenal September sales results, as well as a look forward into October. So stay tuned. Jumping right into September sales results, it was a break-even month for Mazda as they were down. I know we haven't heard that in a while, but they were down 0.8%. So their final tally for the U.S. sales was 24,045 Mazda units. So, of course, we know that there's no CX-3 coming in to America, and the Mazda 6 is phasing out. So both of those products are low. And let's take a look at the chart from inside Mazda. And as we see here, CX-3 was down, CX-30 picked up because of those lack of CX-3s, and the CX-30 is up 12% year over year to a tally there of 3581, and the CX-5, and I'm trying to remember, but I think about this time last year we were in that transition from 2020 to 2021, and I know that there was some delays later on, but I think we were starting, I know we had CX-30s at this time, 21 models last year, and I think that the 21 CX-5s were coming, but I think there was a little lull between 20 and 21. So September of 2021, the CX-5 sales were up 32%. That's just phenomenal. And that total number was 13,094. CX-9 actually had its best September ever, and I think a couple of things contributed to that, which that number was 2887. I think a couple of things that contributed were the fact that there was more CX-9s available in the market for whatever reason, and it could be because of the lack of Mazda 6s. And really, from what I've seen around my area, there's really no CX-30s. So I'm surprised that they were up. It must be availability in other regions. But CX-30s were up, CX-9s were up, and CX-5s were up. So great job. As you can see with the CX-3, the Mazda 6 down, the Mazda 3 was about the same, and the Miata was about the same. Again, in our area, not many Mazda 3s or Miatas. So the CXs are picking up where they can. Now this brings us to a phenomenal amount year to date of 273,213 Mazda units so far this year, which is up 34.4%. So again, thank you so much. I applaud you because you are showing your Mazda passion with your dollars and buying new Mazdas. So thank you so much for your continued support of Mazda, and I think we are just on the rise here with Mazda, as we know there's new products coming, refreshes of the CX-5 coming that I'll be talking about in a later video, and this large platform's got to be around the corner somewhere. So new technology, new engines, new platforms, a lot of great stuff coming just around the corner for Mazda. Transitioning now to a big question moving forward is, what about October? Now, I originally shared with you that Mazda had earlier in September announced that they were not going to allocate any more new vehicles in October. So what that meant at the time was that there was no new allocations, which would be November or early December arrivals, which means that the cars that the dealers had in stock now or at the end of September with exception of some October arrivals, they were not going to have any more come in November, and December would probably be the same, because when allocations pick back up in December, they would not be available until January. So that's really whatever inventory we have now at the dealership is going to last us for 3 more months. Whew. And if other Mazda dealerships' inventory is looking like ours here on the boulevard at Mitchell Mazda, it's going to be a long 3 months. However, I will share that we did, by the end of the month, hear that at least in the southern region, Mazda will be allocating some vehicles. However, it's going to be substantially less than what was allocated in September. So again, here on the boulevard, 2 allocations, 2 cars. So October may be very dim still. But we can look forward to some things moving forward, that when those allocations come back in November and December, we could see 2022 vehicles. Yes, finally, 2022 vehicles are coming to America. And I'm especially excited about the refreshed CX-5, which is something that we may see, as they've announced, in the winter, which could be as early as the second half of December, but early accounts are pointing towards January. However, I do expect, as other regions across the globe are getting 2022 CX-9s, I expect us to be allocated some 22 CX-9s that will come November, December, and likewise Mazda 3 sedans. However, this chip shortage and maybe some health concerns with COVID still being active in many places around the world, we are going to be in a situation where these things could change at any day. They're not as volatile as we've seen in the past. However, chip production is still low, and more and more manufacturing has been limited, especially by all manufacturers, Mazda included. So we will have to just be on a wait and see. But I do believe, much like last year when there was some plant shutdowns and they fired up with 21 models in 2020, these next couple of months of thin inventory, we will come back with 22 models, which will be fantastic and about time. That's a quick and short Mazda news update, but I wanted to get you this information out on the September sales results. Again, I just want to share with you that if you are considering a new Mazda purchase, in light of some of my recent videos here on the channel, limited carbon editions coming, Mazda 6 is about phased out. We sold our last or only carbon edition, which was a CX-9 today. Do not have any more coming in a CX-5 or CX-9 variety. So if you are wanting a vehicle that is available now at your local dealer, you might want to go ahead and take advantage of the availability, because the next 2 to 3 months could be very tight, very thin, hard to dealer trade or find even at other dealerships if you're willing to travel. So keep that in mind when you're looking. Or if you really want a 22 model, there probably won't be much incentive or pricing differences between the 21 and the 22. So if you're patient for the 22s, there won't be much of a deal difference other than the typical or standard year-over-year price increase, which of course we know in the CXs will include all-wheel drive. So just be prepared for that. And that's all I've got for you here. If you like more up-to-date Mazda news, go ahead and click down below to subscribe. And don't forget to ding that bell so that you'll be notified first of every new news update. I'm Jonathan Sewell on the Boulevard in Enterprise, Alabama, and I'll be here on the Boulevard, and I'll see you on the next one.